个小记者名字叫做沈赫赫，他来自于上海外国语学院附中。在2年前呢，他曾经声援过一个叫做马拉拉的巴基斯坦女孩。
昨天在青奥村里，沈赫赫巧遇了一位来自马拉拉家乡的女孩，因为马拉拉，所以呢，他们俩很快就聊了起来。
The first time I heard about the story of Pakistani girl Malala was 2 years ago. Taliban prohibited girls in her region from going to school. Brave as she was, she continued education and was gunshot on her way home. At that time, I shared a campaign at school in support of Malala and educational equality. 2 years later, at Youth Olympic Village, I once again spotted posters supporting Malala, which greatly interested me. This girl holding the poster is called Manor. She is the Pakistani young ambassador for the Youth Olympics. Compared to those who can't even go to school, Manor leads a very happy and successful life. She used to be a professional swimmer, ranking number 2 nationwide. Besides, this brilliant girl is going to be a freshman at Dartmouth College this fall. Manor's mother works at a charity organization to help poor kids start their own business. Her mother's career ambition and devotion to charity have become an aspiration to her. As our conversation got further, I decided to do an in-depth interview with her.
Assalamualaikum. My name's Hannah, and nice to meet you, Manor.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. So, what does her name stands for, Manor?
My name basically means the light of the moon. So the first 3 letters Ma means the moon, and the last 4 letters Noor means light. So it's light of the moon. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you think what Malala has done has influenced a lot of girls?
I think Malala is she's also a role model for me. She's really gone out there and she's put forward her ideas and her thoughts, and she's made it very clear that she wants all women in Pakistan, not just Pakistan, but all over the world, to be educated. And if we can follow that, like I said, if every woman is educated, I think the world is going to change drastically. Yeah.
So how long have you been swimming?
So I've been swimming for almost 10 years when I was 8, yeah.
Why would you start swimming?
I started swimming because actually I've loved water. As a kid, I used to love water. So yeah, even when I used to cry as a kid, my mom used to put me in water and I'd cheer up, yeah. So I started swimming, and then one of my friend's mother saw me, and she told me, hey, you should try out one of our competitions. So I went and I really liked it, and then I just started, yeah.
What will usually the women athletes face when they want to participate in sports? Like, what sort of obstacles will they overcome?
So in some parts of Pakistan, this place where I come from, if I think the most important thing is you need to have your parents supporting you, because they're the ones who put in, because most sports in Pakistan, they're done at a very private level, so your government wouldn't be, the government does facilitate you, but initially when you start off, it's all you. So the women, yeah, they really need to have facilitative parents and who are like supporting them, and they're like, okay, go do this. But because we come from a Muslim country, so we need to make sure that whatever sport we're playing, it's within our norms and cultures. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult, but like I made it, and there's so many others in Pakistan, if you see, they can do it.
So you mentioned about like fitting the cultural norm.
Yeah.
So like what will be like a specific example of fitting the cultural norm?
So I swim. So whenever we have swim competitions in Pakistan, so this can be like provincial championships, regional or national championships. So if it's a women's event, the participation and viewership is restricted to women. So that way, like, I can be there and there can be like tens of other girls, but it's no just women. Yeah, no boys allowed, because that's our culture, and we want to make sure that we can swim, so we have that right to swim, but we want to also make sure that we're doing within our culture, so that, you know, there are no hard feelings and everyone's happy about it.
So are you allowed to watch the men's competition?
Yes, we are.
Wow. So it's a case where girls can watch the muscular guys, but guys cannot watch girls in swimming suits.
Yeah, because I think as a nation we're very protective of our women, so we like to keep it that way. We think it's more modest, but I can also tell you something that for a fact I know, that even in the men's competition, a lot of women won't go, because but it's okay. Like for men, we think it's okay, but yeah. So
so do you think like the younger kids from both India and Pakistan are getting better than.
Yeah, I don't think like we don't want to kill each other. We don't want to hate on each other. Yeah, we're happy. So whenever we're together,
What do you guys talk about?
we actually don't. We barely ever talk about our rifts. It's mostly about us and having fun. So yeah, I think we're at least personally I think we're past it. Like the younger generation, we're not gonna go. I think it's petty. Yeah, that's up to our governments and but even I think Pakistan and India friendship it's good. Yeah, it also sends out a positive message to the world.
So you are the young ambassador for Pakistan this year. So like, what will be your responsibility?
So as a young ambassador, my role over here at these games is to facilitate the cultural and education program. And as part of that program, I have to take my athletes around, get them involved in activities, because these activities they teach them a lot. They teach them about the culture of beautiful city of Nanjing. They teach them and the history, and then other educational activities such as like how to prevent yourself from getting injured. And because they're young athletes, like the IOC has organized great activities like balancing your time and learning about how sport can build a better world. All of that. So like how to not get injured, how to train well, how to eat well, how to manage school and your education and sports. So I think it's like a great program which can benefit all the young athletes.
So like, what have you learned about Nanjing?
So when I came here earlier in March, and when I was there, I think we went to the city wall, and and I think we went to quite a few other places too, but I think I love the city wall because it like shows so much history and culture about the city, right?
It's like one of the world's most well-preserved.
So.
Have you like walked down?
Yeah, we walked down it, and especially I don't know what the trees are called, but they have like white leaves and white flowers. Yeah, I thought they were artificial for 5 minutes, but then I was like, wow, that's beautiful. So.
And also, what do you think like sports means to you and also the fellow women athletes in Pakistan? What have you benefited most from being a swimmer?
I think one of firstly, sport is great for you. It makes you physically, mentally more active. It's great for you, but other than that, I think every time I go out for these championships, every time as a swimmer I went out for these championships, I think I really put in a good image of Pakistan. Like it really surprises people. Oh, there's a female swimmer from Pakistan,
and like a good representation.
Yeah, like, and you know, like it's and they're actually surprised in a good way. So I think I give out a very positive message of my country. So I think that's one of the best feelings that I've gained from being a swimmer.
Oh, cool. And thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
I'm very glad to learn about an authentic story about Pakistan today, told by my peers at my age. After listening to Manor's sharing about her athlete's career and school life, I have grown a deeper interest and understanding in the Pakistani culture. Meanwhile, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to share and promote the story of Malala through such a platform and to further spread the awareness on educational equality. Finally, many thanks to YOG for this platform where I can meet more friends and share my passion with more people.